In a world full of chaos, why do we cling to things that bring us pain? When life hurts, our instinct is to hold on tighter, trying to control what we cannot. But what if true peace lies in letting go? Imagine a life where external events no longer disturb your inner calm, where you're in control of your own happiness. This is the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided people through challenging times for over 2,000 years. Epictetus, one of its greatest teachers, taught that our well-being depends not on external circumstances, but on how we respond to them. His concept of the dichotomy of control offers a powerful way to reduce suffering by focusing only on what we can control. In this video, we'll explore how Epictetus's teachings can help us let go of harmful attachments, stop seeking validation from others, and accept what we cannot change, leading to a more resilient and peaceful life. The dichotomy of control. Central to Epictetus's teachings is the concept of the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between what we can and cannot control. According to Epictetus, the only things truly within our control are our thoughts, desires, and actions. These are the areas where we can exercise choice and where our true power lies. External factors, such as the actions of others, our health, reputation, and possessions, are beyond our control and subject to change. Trying to control them leads to unnecessary suffering. This distinction is crucial because where we place our focus determines our strength. By concentrating on what we can control, our reactions, decisions, and attitudes, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges more effectively. Conversely, when we fixate on what we cannot control, we invite frustration and despair. Consider the experience of loss, whether it's a job, relationship, or possession. The pain often comes not just from the loss itself, but from our inability to let go. By shifting our focus to what we can control, how we rebuild and move forward, we regain our strength and reduce our suffering. Stop clinging to external objects, people, and power. One common source of suffering is our attachment to external objects, people, and power. We often believe that these things will bring us happiness and security, yet they are inherently impermanent. Epictetus warns that clinging to these transient elements of life sets us up for inevitable disappointment. Everything in the external world, whether it's possessions, relationships, or power, can be lost or taken away, causing us pain if we're too attached. To navigate this, Epictetus suggests viewing life as a dinner party. Accept what's offered with gratitude and let go of what isn't. This metaphor encourages us to approach life with moderation and detachment, reducing the agony of loss. Instead of seeing possessions or relationships as things we own, we should view them as temporary gifts, recognizing that nothing truly belongs to us. To put this into practice, consider how you view your possessions or relationships. Instead of seeing them as things you own or are entitled to, try to view them as temporary gifts or borrowed goods. This shift in perspective can significantly reduce the pain of losing something or someone. After all, if we recognize that nothing truly belongs to us, then when the time comes to part with it, we can do so with greater ease and less suffering. Before we dive in further, if you're enjoying this video and want more life-changing tips, make sure to hit that subscribe button. By joining our community, you'll get weekly videos packed with practical strategies to help you become the best version of yourself. Stop clinging to the opinions of others. Another major source of distress is our preoccupation with what others think of us. From an early age, we are conditioned to seek approval and validation from those around us. In today's world, where social media amplifies every opinion and judgment, this need for approval can become overwhelming. We find ourselves constantly striving to be liked, to fit in, and to be recognized, often at the cost of our own peace of mind. Epictetus reminds us that the opinions of others are beyond our control. What others think of us is their business, not ours. When we let our happiness depend on the fluctuating opinions of others, we give away our power. Instead of focusing on what we think of ourselves, our own principles and values, we become slaves to the perceptions of others. This is a precarious position, as public opinion is fickle and often based on superficial judgments. The pursuit of approval is exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling. Consider how much time and energy we spend trying to impress others, often people whose opinions shouldn't matter to us. We may attend events we have no interest in, engage in conversations that don't resonate with us, or even change our behavior to align with others' expectations. But for what? The fleeting satisfaction of being liked is no match for the deep, lasting tranquility that comes from self-acceptance and inner peace. By letting go of the need for approval, we reclaim our independence. We can focus on living in accordance with our own values, rather than bending to fit someone else's mold. And when we are inevitably judged or criticized, we can respond with equanimity, knowing that the opinions of others do not define us. This is true freedom, a state where our peace of mind is no longer contingent on external validation. Stop clinging to outcomes and ideas. The final area where we often go astray is in our attachment to outcomes and rigid ideas about how life should unfold. We live in a world that is unpredictable and ever-changing, yet we often fall into the trap of trying to control it. We set expectations for how things should be, and when reality doesn't conform to these expectations, we experience frustration, anger, and disappointment. Epictetus teaches that this approach is not only futile, but a source of great suffering. We cannot control the events of the world, but we can control our response to them. Instead of demanding that things happen as we wish, we should learn to wish that things happen as they do. This mindset shift can transform our experience of life. By accepting reality as it is, rather than how we think it should be, we free ourselves from the constant battle against the inevitable. A practical way to apply this teaching is through mindfulness and acceptance. When faced with a challenging situation, instead of resisting it or wishing it were different, we can practice acknowledging it as it is. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent. Rather, it means we stop wasting energy on trying to control the uncontrollable. By focusing on what we can influence, our attitudes, our decisions, our actions, we maintain our inner peace even in the face of adversity. As we've explored, the teachings of Epictetus offer a powerful framework for dealing with life's inevitable hardships. By embracing the dichotomy of control, we learn to focus on what we can influence and let go of the rest. By releasing our attachments to external objects, people, and power, we reduce the suffering that comes from loss and change. By detaching from the opinions of others, we reclaim our independence and inner tranquility. And by accepting outcomes as they are, we free ourselves from the futile struggle against reality. When life hurts, it's often a sign that we're clinging too tightly to things beyond our control. But through the wisdom of Epictetus, we can learn to let go and find peace within ourselves. This is the essence of Stoicism, living in harmony with nature, accepting what comes, and focusing on what truly matters. I encourage you to reflect on these teachings and consider how you might apply them in your own life. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into Stoic philosophy. And remember, true strength comes from within, not from controlling the world around you, but from mastering yourself. Thank you for watching.